Okay, I'll do my usual thing and share this link around before I start. My final warm-up laps. Okay, I can. Going to be a bit of a busy schedule in general because after this we've only got a 3-day turnaround for the Group 2 race at Fuji. I considered going again yesterday because I felt that if I gave myself a second chance with more race practice I could have done a lot better in slot 3. Ultimately decided against it. I've got more rounds that I can get scores in if I absolutely do want to try hard, but the important thing for me is to just have fun with this season because I'll admit I wasn't having much fun at the end of last season, and it played into my frustrations that I had a tendency to let everyone else through when I knew they were faster throughout the season, but Tezza and Barbara didn't do the same for me, so that's still been lingering on my mind even now. And I guess the moral of the story for me is that I just got to be a little bit more I got to be a little bit more racy and not necessarily block people when it's stupid, but be more willing to defend my position in situations where I don't owe the other driver a favour. So we'll see how it pans out here. Now this time I've already gotten a good gauge of the tyre wear. It's going to be a one-stop for the entire field. I'm pretty sure that even with the advantage wheel users have over controller players, there's no way they're going to get 15 laps out of one set. Also, the tyre degradation the tyre degradation up until you get to full red isn't that much. It's there, but it's not massive. So despite qualifying having tyre wear, it's not like you're at a huge disadvantage going for 2 hot laps in a row. Some people with a PS5 console might try to get out of the pits quickly, do their first lap, jump back into the pits so that they can get a second set of tyres. Just using the reset trick that used to be a thing from GT Sports, where maybe it wasn't exclusive to GT Sports. Maybe it also existed. Trying to think. It hasn't come up in... No, it hasn't come up in GT7, at least not last year in the races I did, because since there was no tyre wear or fuel anyway, you just stayed out and did laps until the session expired. But now there is tyre wear, so you've got to consider the possibility of exiting out of the session and then re-entering the track, depending on session length. Either way, it's going to be a two-shot, maybe three if you decide to stay out and are really quick with your first two laps. Can't really call it an endurance race like yesterday. It's only 15 laps. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but it's even with the pit stop, it's going to be done in less than 25 minutes. The RS is sneaky quick. Went back to the Carlos Sainz livery. I imagine it's going to be a pretty popular choice in the lobby, but screw it, it's a good livery. I thought I was faster than that through there. But yeah, as long as the tyre deg isn't catastrophic, because I know the tyre wear makes it a borderline one stop for me. Yeah, it's going wide on the outside of that turn that gets you the penalty, not cutting it close on the inside. Oh, would you look at that? Guy Barber and Dan Holland are the two top 3 practice times. Time for chapter 3 of the Great Feud. Toyota Cup isn't as popular. 345 though, so this is definitely worth more than the first round. So that 326 might not actually come into play. It probably will. It is 4 scores in the Toyota Cup, so Holland actually binned a 330 worth 3 yesterday to try to race slot 3 because he saw that yeesh. Unbelievable round from him. He picked up 349. Slot 2 was really good for scoring because slot 1 actually missed out on McEwen and Sidog. They got hit by a bug. Yeah, there's still a bug in the game where sometimes a driver who should be in the top split gets bumped to second split for I can only assume sportsmanship reasons, but you can't tell because everyone is at SRS always. So Sidog, undoubtedly Sidog is on a PS5. He might actually reset to the pits after his first lap. We shall see if anyone tries it. Because the benefit of resetting to the pits is that you get yourself some new tyres. Oh, Fast Field's letting me go though. If I knew he was doing that, I wouldn't have tried to back off myself. Okay, thought I might have gone too wide to start this lap, but I'm okay. Not quite enough time for me to do the reset, so it's just going to be 2. It's going to be a lap, but I can already tell it could have been a lot better. But we've got to remember that this is a really bad wind as well, so we are going to have slower times than we would be used to. much tighter to the apex. This is going to be my last run. We're not getting back to the line in time. Oh, that was a little bit too cautious through that final turn. It was still good though. Yeah, I think I can be satisfied with that lap. I think I can be satisfied with that lap. Even more so if it puts us on the front 3 rows. Holland still doesn't have a time on the board. Imagine he will get one though. Even if he has to take it a little bit easier on his actual run, he'll probably still get ahead of me. Even if he misses out on... So in the end, no one did the reset to pit strategy that I was thinking of, because the tyre degradation just isn't there. Not until you reach half wear, which you can't reach in a session that short anyway. Is Hull even going to get a time in? Has he invalidated both of his laps? Yeah, it turns out he's invalidated both of his laps. Wonder if being too close to Fast Phil had something to do with it. Because I got lucky. I dropped into a very nice gap and was able to pull away from Fast Phil, especially on my second attempt. But that's going to be interesting to see what happens with Holland coming through the field over 15 laps. Oh, is it just a regular grid start and not a false? Oh, it does have a false start check. Just got this weird ping on Discord. Oh, I gotta rev out. I suppose my decision to go with the rally livery wasn't that popular after all. It doesn't stick out that much. Hey, thanks, Maxi. I better go through the process of turning off my phone screen though, and then we'll Well, can I get... I was going to say, can we get underneath of Alan? No. Not on that occasion. What was that all about? Just some guy from Clown College. Some guy straight out of Clown College decided that he wanted to make a big dive bomb into the hairpin. I was already making a pretty bold move myself. Yeah, I have to let Tito go for now so we can actually restore some sanity in this race. We're going to have to see who it was, because I was making what I thought was a pretty robust but fair move, and then somebody just comes in rear. What is with all the horns? Come on! I'm reporting him. He is not racing with any sportsmanship right now. Okay, you get around, you go around me hole, and then when you pass Big Bird, I'm gonna punt this guy off. He deserves to go to the Shadow Realm, because he's just shunted me again. He's just shunted me again when I was supposed to be getting into a rhythm. Won't stop horning, and then he just rams me. I don't care if I get a penalty for it. The guy's going. Yeah, you're getting done. That's what you get. That's what you get for constantly horning like a prick. Now with any luck, Hole will actually drag me further forwards. If I don't do something stupid myself. It's okay, Dan. I just wanna get. Yeah, we're pulling away from him now. If it turns out that someone can no-stop this race, then I'm up a creek without a paddle. I won't be too disappointed with 7th, all things considered. If this is ultimately where my race pace slots me. Yeah, and Big Bird's gotten another penalty, so we won't have to worry about them again. That's annoying. I might lose whole slipstream because of that. I might end up with a penalty because of that too. I'm pitting next lap anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but that should have been better. Yeah, that minimises the time loss due to the pen I took, and it was when I was supposed to pit anyway. Because I'll take the second stint now. I'll take the second stint now, 8 laps. Oh, come on, but come on, Adam. There's no way this can be a no-stop. I'm only getting 8 laps maximum out of my tyres. I simply refuse to believe it. Can someone explain to me how? Because if it's a no stop, if it's a no stop, how come I'm only getting 8 laps out of my tyres? If I seriously finish last, despite having the pace to finish top half of this field, because of something stupid like tyres, I'm gonna have to take another hiatus. Because the game is not... Okay, look. Right now I'm looking at chat too much because I still need to focus and salvage what I can from this race. We can still gain on some of the back markers. I think I've got the pace on Smush for a while. Needs to be a quick and decisive move on the Smithy, because right now, if the idea is that everyone's going to have dead tyres at the end, but they're not pitting, then they're going to be losing several seconds a lap to me. So we have to still try and salvage top 10 somehow. But that just doesn't make sense to me. It's like they're going to be on effectively punctures. And yeah, and yet driving 2 laps on a puncture. driving 2 laps on a puncture is better than pitting, apparently. No, you're not sorry, Big Bird. You've been making moves all day. I'll show you the race start. You can, so that everyone can judge for themselves, because I know you're a little bit later coming in. We had a bit of a touring car-esque first couple of laps. But yeah, I'm seriously going to have to contemplate if I want to continue doing these races, if this is the sort of situation I'm faced with, because yesterday it was fine. Yesterday it was fine. It was just a skill issue on my behalf that prevented me from doing better. I knew I should have topped 10 to that race and I didn't. Today, I don't think I'm doing anything egregiously wrong here. I'm just nowhere near anyone. Except for Smash, who also pitted the following lap. But see, that's the thing. Racing on a wheel just isn't fun for me. I don't want to make the switch. I don't want to make the switch, and every time I have, it's just bad memories. Well, Smush made a significant error, so that's taken some of the pressure from behind off of me. Well, if it's just going to happen again and again, then I don't think I can continue playing this game. At least not competitively. I mean, maybe if I gave myself enough time, I could adjust to the wheel. But you know, every time I have to set it up and put it away again, and I get demotivated by how slow I am. So I stopped using the wheel for a bit and just continued racing online on controller, because that's the one input device that I can actually do okay on. As long as I don't make a hash of the final lap, I can, well, I'm definitely not coming last. So I did say that if I came last, I was going to quit immediately, but it looks like I'm going to have to tough out these sorts of races for at least one more round, because I didn't actually finish last. Fortunately, the promised land of their tyres falling off the cliff hasn't happened. Those are 4 cars that I should be ahead of, and I'm not. By the way, I haven't been able to get an answer. Do you know if we were to theoretically take just the round 1 results for the Nations Cup as the final results, do you know if it would be Australia getting through or New Zealand? Well, Natty just threw it away. Thanks for the place, dummy. Nah, I shouldn't be so harsh. Yeah, but are you sure it's based on the top driver only, or is it top 3 combined? Did anyone tell you that? Because if it's top driver, I understand. Yep, Natty's so pissed he doesn't even want to stay. Yeah. I mean, I've gotten the explanation from you already, but I'm just going to post it in the chat so that they know what's going on. Oh, Alan is Ranger Oz. I was wondering who he was. Well, anyway. Oh, you still beefing? They're still beefing. So, Twitchy probably told you his side of the story yesterday. I did see that he was with you on your stream, Atom. I do have the replay saved if you want to see If you want to, well, actually, never mind. You can just go to yesterday's stream where I broke down what I thought happened. But for now, we're gonna have a look at this race start instead, because I probably could have been a fair bit faster and possibly jumped those guys that were directly ahead of me if it had been a little less chaotic. I did ask in the 2022 World Series Discord if they could give clarification whether it's top driver, or top 3. I haven't received a response yet. Whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm just gonna... Smush Me was... no, he was the guy who was racing me on the same strategy. So he was clean. He gave me a good race despite the result. So yeah, we're specifically going to look at Big Bird. Big Bird, apparently he was causing problems in qualifying too. Oh, he gets... So... Well, so far, mostly clean. Can't fault him for nudging Titor there. Titor actually recovered from that start, by the way. I think he eventually finished P6 or 7. There was more issues further back. Yeah, and check this out. He's already bumped Hainsey. Oh, he's received a penalty for that. So obviously there's a corner cut because there were no contact penalties that I know of. Look at this. So I've actually turned this onto a move on Ranger Oz. I've actually turned this into a move on Ranger Oz because I was in a little bit deeper. I knew I could still make the turn. Oh, it was Natty. It was Natty. He's gone all the way. Ah, it wasn't even Big Bird the first time, but I know it was Big Bird. I know it was Big Bird elsewhere. Yeah, that would explain why Natty was all the way down. And I was still kind of boxed in here. Hainsey goes off, so I'm able to take that place. Big Bird has lost ground here, so I'm also able to take that place. Eventually. Tidor actually gives me the run. He actually pushes me so that he can go through, but then Big Bird does that and tries to squeeze us both out. And this is where and this is where he starts to get a big head on him. I mean, not on this turn. Hainsey just went wide. I don't know if it'll pick up on the replay, but if you check the actual stream... replay, Big Bird was engaging in very poor etiquette, horning everyone that was ahead of him. I know nothing happens until here. So this is what he did to me. That was like, right there, that's it. I'm not racing him clean anymore. Yeah, he just goes straight after me. At this point, I don't fight Holland because I'm thinking, well, maybe they'll take each other out, and if Holland gets around Big Bird, that'll give me a chance to come back because I know I'm faster. So Holland does indeed get that place. And then, for the sake of transparency, I was like, nope, I'm not having any of this anymore. You're being a prick. Get sucked. So unfortunately, I don't think the part where he was horning everyone for no reason shows up on the replay, but that was my prime motivation. He was not acting in a way that I would consider to be etiquette. Oh, what happened to Natty Gaines there? He's bailed out of it himself to avoid taking someone else out. What is this? Holland isn't even known for good tyre wear, and he's that good after 3 laps versus this? So yeah, let me say, yeah, the receipts. Well, that's the stream because I have had a C34878.